So welcome ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video. We are looking back at eFootball because we've got a few updates or a bit of news that I want to discuss, as well as something else that's kind of caught my eye. I don't know how 100% true this is, but that's the fun part of making these videos. You know, you put things out and you see what people say. So of course, leave a comment below with your opinions and everything else. Now, Master League will return probably, hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day. They do take a little bit more time for me to edit, and I am kind of in the middle of maybe possibly trying to buy a house right now because my rent has decided to go up $270 a month. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's insane. I live in Florida where the prices are just going crazy. So if you guys are renting, let me know in the comments below if yours has gone up, and if it has, how much, because I would be very intrigued to find out. But yeah, that's for another day. Anyway, let's discuss eFootball real quick. And the first thing we're going to go over here is the update that's going to be coming out. I know we've been talking about this a lot over the last couple of weeks, and there's rumors of April. Is it May? Is it June? When is it going to come out? But if we scroll down and read this article here from Real Sport, they've got some major news. So, some eFootball users have received an email from channeI, which you can see written in Portuguese in the image below, which details a big update that'll be coming to the game. As we know, I have no idea what this says. I do not speak Le Portuguese, but it does confirm that the email confirms, that the major update will arrive in April 2022. That's right, folks. So next month, probably I'd say the middle, maybe, I don't know, maybe the end, who knows, but it's going to be coming out in April. So there's a little bit more of a concrete date for you. They don't know the specific date, as you said right here, as it said, I can't talk, as it says right here, but April is the date that we're looking at. All right, folks, so there's the first piece of news. We're getting a little bit more clarification on that front. Now I want to move over here to the magical place of Twitter and talk about a couple of things. So the first thing is eFootball's official launch trailer has been made private on the channel, on their channel, as you can see right here. It's going to be a big one. Prepare yourself. But there it is. This video is now private. And this came obviously out on September the 30th of 2021. You know, and they've had a good amount of views. You've had 1 million views right there. You've got nearly 250,000 right there. 1.5 million there. So that's interesting. Why have they decided to do that? Is it going to be a completely different game? I really hope that Konami have done some magic. But, you know, we are going to find out hopefully next month. Now, let's move on to something else real quick. And this is the big one that I wanted to talk about before we actually... I kind of show you a few videos that I thought were kind of cool. This, right? I don't know what this says. That's why there's this magic translate tweet, because it does it for you. Now, this is from PES League. They've got, you know, 17,500 followers. It's a respectable amount. But this is what they're stating. A person who they trust... who has tested 1.0, has just passed some info onto them that will come in the next update. Now, this doesn't sound the best wording-wise because it is being translated. If you guys actually know what this says, 100%, then of course let me know. It's just being translated by the magic Google. But in Creative Team, you can acquire players with GPs. For example, Messi is 1 million and the contract would be annual. So is that a transfer market? You know what I mean? Is that what's going to happen? Is it going to be a bunch of players in a pool that you can buy? And if Messi's going to be 1 million GP, I mean, that's a fair amount of GP. But we've never really had a transfer system market in PES. It hasn't existed before. Are they bringing it back? Well, not back, but are they bringing it to the table? Maybe. The next thing is the Feint returns... What is that? I don't know. An X will no longer be R1 and X. This is what I mean where the wording's a little bit off. And returns the mark with... I don't know what that means. But it's not really... This isn't what I'm too concerned about. If, as I said, if you guys know what this actually does mean in Spanish and can convert that well, then let me know. But it is this one right here. So, continuing running with R2, okay? So you can still use R2 to run. They have no plans for R1, or they have plans for R1 in the future if you want to, you know, dash with R1. Personally, for myself, I've always changed to R2, so I'm not bothered. Graphically and at a playable level, it is a much more polished game at the height of what should have come out on day one. You know what? I'm not even taking that seriously. Because what I think might be good graphically, you might not think it could be, and vice versa. It's all opinions and everything in between. One more thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is actually the one I was more interested in, and I don't know exactly what this means because of the wording. The change in the defensive and feint system practically returns due to the large number of complaints from the community. Now, are they stating that practically returns means that they're returning it back to the old ways? Or are you just keeping it the same? But it doesn't make sense. It's just a double-edged sword if that's the way it works, because it's like due to the large number of complaints, but you're going to keep it the same. So that's where I'm thinking, have they redone the whole defensive system? Has it gone back to PES 21? And I will say, as much as PES 21's defensive system, it's all right. It's nothing fancy, and you know, it could be a lot better. I think it's a better defensive system than what they've decided to go for eFootball. Because I think defending shouldn't be that much of a chore that you're pulling your hair out. It's a game after all, and you still need something that works well. The thing about eFootball, and from what I've noticed, is it's more of a dribbling game now. People that love to dribble are going to enjoy themselves. But if you can't defend, which a lot of people can't, you're going to have a nightmare. So this is the thing that's intrigued me. I don't know 100% if they're saying that they're returning it back to the old ways due to the complaints, or they're sticking to it, which, once again, that wouldn't make sense. So let me know what you guys make of that. I mean, I kind of tried to go through the comments here and, you know, translate everything under the sun, but no one replied to him, like, what is the change defensively? Is it as beautiful as PES 21 or even better? I don't 100% know. So that's the news regarding eFootball. Swap yourself. It looks like they've made some drastic changes. Time will tell, but there we go. Alright, so to kind of finish off today's video is I went through and saw a couple of videos I liked. This was, you know, I know I'm always negative about eFootball. Alright, we're going to be a bit more positive right now. Yes, so you don't slap me in the face with that one. But this little move right here was a ball played into the forward, and watch this. Bang. I like that. That's very sneaky, and it just looked very, very cool. Look at this. See you later, son. Then the defender tries to get his head onto it. But those little things, you know, there's potential there with stuff like that. So cool to see when it works, you know. But I did state before, is PES now or eFootball becoming too FIFA-like, because you seem to be able to do these crazy skill moves. But this isn't a crazy move. It looks natural. It looks authentic. So that was the first one that I thought was kind of cool there. What do we have here? This was, I think, a whole bunch of... Well, this was from PES Leo, if you guys are wondering, and the full video can be found there. But it was a whole bunch of different things. I think this was it again. There we go. Another thing. Although it does seem like a pre-canned sort of animation by the defender when this ball skipped over him. Or whether he's just... Maybe he's pressed tackle when he's missed it. So, you know, if that's the case, then you've missed it. Let's have a look at other stuff. This is what I was talking about dribbling, though. And that I feel like eFootball has gone that route now, where it is a lot more about attacking. It's more about dribbling and having fun with those types of players. Because you can see this guy's just taking the absolute sip out of the defenders. You got another chance here. This little fake. That's a new one. I mean, I don't know any of these controls, okay? And I'm not a skilled player. I play very simple football. I'll do the odd trick here and there. But for the most part, I mean, look at that. Absolutely ridiculous. What's that again? Goalie comes out, flicks it over him. Although, you know, that would annoy me just because of... The goalie is obviously... He's clicked clear, and he's missed the ball, and then the animation's kicked in to flick it over his head. Still looks quite funny and amusing, and then he tried to dink it in. Now, we got it in as well, but yeah, it's the defending that makes this game look pants. It's not even the attacking. Like, players running with the ball, dribbling with the ball, doing skill moves, it looks fine. It ultimately is the defending that's making the game look worse, or it's making people look like they're complete amateurs, because no one can defend on this game. I mean, I don't think Konami really tested out the defending mechanics at all before they launched this. But, yeah. No, nice little finish. So, yeah, this was, you know, a minute and a half. What's that? Nice little skill move there. Let's have a look. Yeah, the way he does the tricks. Watch it. Boop. That was more like a Neymar special. But everyone loves Neymar and PES. He does it all. So that was that video for you guys. And this one here, there was another move. Have a look at this for a touch. Bang. That's class. I mean, that looks quality. I'll give you that much. Look at this. Ready? Bing. Straight off. Oh. Sexy as you like. Can watch that a good few times. So there you go. Very, very nice. And I think that was basically it. The rest of it was just kind of me scouring through. But the main points of the video today, folks, was to talk about that version 1 update. And if that person has played it and they have changed the defending, I'm intrigued. Very, very intrigued. Because I do want to get back to playing something different. I said this before. And I will play eFootball. I will keep the Master League going, don't get me wrong, because we're not going to get a good Master League on eFootball for I don't know how long, because that's not even in the plans right now. But I still think it's going to be fun to head online and definitely try eFootball, see what they've done, and hopefully they've done something wonderful. Anyway, until next time, subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts below as always, and we'll return with Master League, hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day. But we'll get back to it. Take care.